Mascot and Puppet Specialist is an award-winning puppetry company founded by puppeteer Frankie in 2004. It produces and creates puppetry productions and show puppets and mascots for projects ranging from theater productions to stadium events. It was recently awarded top honor at the 2nd International Marionette Festival 2010 in Hanoi, Vietnam, winning the Gold Award for Best Performances and Gold Award for Best Artist Individual and the Special Award for Excellence in Puppet Design.
Hello everyone, and you are watching Showing Vietnam, a 15-minute talk show every day at 8:30 p.m. on our international channel NetViet TV. In the middle of April 2012, there was a Singapore group of specialists on puppetry visited Vietnam and gave a performance to the Vietnamese people. And they will be the guests of our talk show today. Let's say hello to them. Hello all of you, and thank you so much for taking your time and joining our talk show today.
It's a pleasure.
First of all, could you please introduce a little bit about all the members of Mascot and Puppetry Specialist visit Vietnam this time?
My name is Frankie, and then this is Jennifer, and this is Terence, our producer.
Okay, so we have all the information about the specialist today. What about the Mascot and Puppetry Specialist?
It was formed in 2004, and we do a lot of different kind of puppets. We've done theater works, we've done works on television, the Singapore Youth Olympics, we made the mascots for them.
Before moving deeper into the story of puppetry and your visit to Vietnam, can you share with us about your impression of this country?
I feel very at home in Vietnam. I don't know why. I love the food here. I love the people here. They are all
learning the
so
language
beautiful and
You learn Vietnamese language.
I'll try to
The
learn
food.
the food first.
Which kind of food do you prefer the most?
I prefer the beef noodles, the phở.
Yeah.
Bún mọc.
It's amazing.
Basically, one of the reasons is to get to know the different kinds of puppetry, to learn more basically of what water puppetry is and about the lifestyle in Vietnam. And then from there, we will see how we can collaborate together, because we want to let the world know that ASEAN, Southeast Asia has such rich history, of puppetry, and how we can let the world, find and know us.
What do you think about the water puppet of Vietnam, the very traditional art form?
I think they are wonderful. A lot of people, when they think Vietnam, they think water puppetry. And I've seen quite a number of the shows here, and they are very inventive. Alright, and they're very, very creative in using, just a piece of wood. They can do such intricate carvings and making it come alive in the water. Especially when the cups are jumping. You would think that it's a real fish in the water.
Have you ever tried to become a water puppeteer of Vietnam?
I've been backstage and seeing, these long handles and all these things. I would love to try to get into the water and play with the puppets. If the opportunity arises this afternoon, maybe we would get ourselves wet and try it.
On April 15 and 16, Singaporean leading Artsolute brought impressive puppetry performance to Hanoi Kids. Singaporean artists at rawness and creativeness made in sentence puppets full of vitality on the stage of the Vietnam Puppetry Theatre. There are stories about Jimmy who dreams to fly into the sky, an upset flower smile when receiving love from his friend and beloved. The lovely and innocent puppets not only brought happiness to the Vietnamese kids, but also gave deeply lessons about humility for them.
I'm gonna go get another balloon and sit just like that for you, alright?
Terence, as a producer, what do you think about the combination between the traditional music of Vietnam with the water puppetry?
I think what I enjoy most about it is that because you carry this from the past traditions, and the methods and the music is still preserved. So for myself, even as a foreigner, I come in and you just understand. I don't understand the words, but because it comes from somewhere inside, a memory. So I think that's it's because it's not fake. It's not it's not fake. It's real. It's genuine. So you can really feel that from the music and performances. And it's very visually colorful and interesting.
What do you think about the conservation of Vietnam for the puppetry, water puppetry?
I think it's great to conserve tradition, or part of the tradition. But I also am concerned because, the growing up children of the new generations, they are exposed to, a lot of the changes that's going around us, and the world is always revolving. So there are times where we need to preserve tradition, but we also need to advance. That is why we are here to discuss how we can collaborate together and bring forth the richness of the tradition out into our modern audience.
So Terence, could you please share with us about the experience of Singapore in order to preserve the traditional and also the puppetry of your own country?
Around the world, puppetry is continuously being used for shows and films. So they use robotics, and they use, they've even used puppets in movies by Jim Henson and Sesame Street for education. So these are the areas where puppetry still is relevant, and for me it's very important that we continue to use puppets for education, but I think the topics and the stories must continue to adapt itself to what the young people are thinking and what we want to educate our young people. By showing them, the adults and the children, that puppetry can change lives. And then I think naturally puppetry will always be preserved as a good way for our society.
Like many times when I walk my dog, I have adults coming up to me, I have children coming up to me. Though they see me, they see the strings, they still ask me, is the dog real? Is it a real dog?
Yeah.
So it's a very suspended unbelief, that people are trying to they know it's not real, but yet they're trying to believe it's real. So it's a very, I find it's a very powerful tool, to reach out to people of all ages.
Water puppetry is a unique art which has its origins in the delta of the Red River in the 10th century. Today's Vietnamese water puppetry is a unique variation on the Asian puppet tradition. Modern water puppet is performed in a pool of water, with the water surface being the stage. The puppeteers stand behind a screen and control the puppets using a long bamboo rods and string mechanism hidden beneath the water surface. A traditional Vietnamese orchestra provides background music accompaniment. Stories of the harvest, of fishings and festivals are highlighted. Legends and national history are also told through short skits. Water puppetry nowadays become one of the unique features of Vietnamese tourism. Tourists from around the world can directly watch water puppet at Vietnam Puppetry Theatre or the Thăng Long Water Puppet.
Jennifer, you are a woman artist, puppeteer. So can you share with us about is it hard for a woman to become a puppeteer?
No, not really. Yeah, I can do things that is guys cannot do. The very first time I did puppetry is a glove puppet. It's a glove puppet. Yes. The only setback I face, difficulty I face is that I'm not strong enough. So when I lift up my hand gets tired. Oh, it was very tiring. In 3 minutes, it was very tiring. I feel like my hand is sinking and will come down. It was very tiring. But through practice, you toughen the muscles.
Strong now. She's strong now.
You can do puppetry longer.
It's not really that difficult, you know. As once you go out and what draws me into it more and more, all right, is seeing the faces of the children. I mean, when we take the pictures and when we look back, it's like it is so precious, you know, how they watch the show and then the expressions on their faces. All right, so you know that you are touching lives in one form or another, whether it's through your storytelling or even through making them laugh and having, you know, nothing like a good laugh. All right, because we are all in a stressful, you know, atmosphere in work, in school, in whatever situation. So these are things which puppetry can do, all right, in a very practical way.
And you find that all your hard work is worthwhile when you see the child smile, yes, and laugh and enjoy. It's worth all the hard work.
So what will be the plan of mascot and puppetry specialist to come back Vietnam and perform to the Vietnamese audience?
Well, that would be wonderful opportunity if we can collaborate together more, you know, in the near future, because I think water puppetry has got so much potential, all right, to create newer things and then to develop and bring that level up, you know, one more notch, because things can always get better and better, right? So I think that, you know, one of the things we want to collaborate in this festival is basically bring to the world that, you know, hey, children are very precious. These are your future. This is the future of your country. There could be presidents in there. There could be the world leader in there somewhere. You may never know. And also using puppetry as one of the tools, you know, to bring out from a child what they can give back to society. All right. So through the making of the puppets, you know, we begin to know them, to see what they are thinking, and to see what direction that they are going. All right. And at some point to guide them. All right. Because sometimes children can go wild.
So before the end of this show today, maybe you would love to perform to the Vietnamese audience.
This is Marco. It's beautiful and it's precious.
Once again, thank you so much, all of you, for taking your time and joining our talk show today. And we hope in the short future we will welcome back mascot and puppetry specialists in Vietnam.
Sure. Thank you very much for having us in your show.
Thank you so much once again. Thank you so much for your watching today, and we hope that we will see you next time at 8:30 p.m. on NetViet VTC 10. And if you have any question or recommendation for our talk show, please don't hesitate to send her an email at sharingvietnam@gmail.com.
Cảm ơn các nghệ sĩ múa rối đến từ đất nước Singapore và biên tập viên Minh Ngân. Tiếp theo chương trình, mời quý vị và các bạn cùng quay trở lại với biên tập viên Nguyễn Tùng để cùng đến với câu chuyện hội nhập của ngày hôm nay.
Xin cảm ơn Mai Phương. Thưa quý vị, hiện nay các nhà sản xuất Việt Nam chưa đáp ứng hết nhu cầu về trang thiết bị giáo dục. Điều này mở ra cơ hội đầu tư rất lớn cho các nhà kinh doanh quan tâm đầu tư tới lĩnh vực còn nhiều tiềm năng này. Nội dung chi tiết sẽ được gửi đến quý vị và các bạn trong giây lát.